Are you struggling to make your characters come alive? Or are you hearing from beta readers, editors, agents that the characters just aren't three-dimensional enough or they're just not engaging enough? That is a common problem and one I had early on too. I'm going to tell you what's probably going wrong, give you a roadmap for how to fix it, and provide writing exercises that will help you put these tips into place right now, right this minute, on the page in your book. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create a character that comes alive on the page, and it will make a massive difference in your book. I guarantee it. I really wish that I had had some kind of a step-by-step, put this here, do this there, so that I would know how to create characters from the start. I wrote 10 books in 8 years before I sold my first one. I was a really slow learner and I faced a lot of rejection. So what I'm going to do here with this master character plan I'm giving you, I'm going to save you some of that pain and help you get where you want to go that much faster. Let's get started with the master character plan that will change everything for you. First, hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss any of the other great videos that we have coming out with writing compelling fiction. If you want to follow along as we do this, I encourage you to download the free master character plan. The link is in my bio and also in the description so that you can fill in the blanks as we're doing this. The first thing you should know is why you want to do this. When you start with character, you have a character-driven book. Character-driven books are emotional, and emotion is what the reader bonds with. When somebody reads a book and they're like, oh my God, I loved it so much, you have to read it. 99% of the time, it's because they bonded with the character. This is your very first writing exercise. And it's not really a writing exercise, more of a reading exercise. I want you to find 3 books, 3 that you really, really loved. One can be by a super successful author, let's say Stephen King or Nora Roberts, somebody that's super successful. Other 2, however, should be by lesser known authors because I want you to see what your competition is doing in this space. Look at all 3 of those books and figure out why you loved those characters. What made you bond with the main character in those books? I want you to write just a little paragraph about each one of those because this will be information that will help you in the future as you're developing your character. Where is your character at in the ordinary world? Every one of us goes through a day-to-day life where we get on the bus to go to work, clock in, clock out, make dinner, come home to the kids, whatever that happens to be. We all live in an ordinary world. That is our regular life. Your character has a regular life before the book starts, and you should know what that is. You want to know who they were before all this happened. And why do you need to know this? Because you know what they are giving up or what they will sacrifice in order to achieve their goal when we get to that. Wait, we're not there yet. Right now, for a writing exercise, write a paragraph or 2 that shows the character in their day-to-day life because you need to know it as the author before you start going any further. The ordinary world is something that does not have to show up in your book. It can or it can't. It depends on where you want to start, and that's really entirely up to you. People ask me all the time, should I use the ordinary world? Because if you look at the structure of most plots, there is a tiny bit of ordinary world, like the beginning of Stephen King's Cell, and then all of a sudden the world comes to a grinding halt and all the cell phones stop working. That's fine because you can show just a page, maybe 2 at most, of the character's life. Then the trouble starts. You have to make the trouble, the catalyst for the entire plot, have to make that happen very, very early in the book because otherwise the reader's going to be like, get to the point already. I don't know if you've ever sat through a movie that took forever to get started. There are some that are very famous that have done that and I turn them off. I really want to see things happen. If this is what's promised to me when I read the description on the streaming service, then I want to see that happen right away. I don't want it to take an hour to get there. And it's the same with your book. If the reader's looking at the back cover copy, then they want to know that what's on here is going to start happening right away in the book. And if you delay that storyline too long, you will lose your reader.
Goodbye.
So look at what the trouble could be. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be a good thing, but whatever it is, it has to be a catalyst for change in the character's life. In Shazam, he gets the family, but then he also gets the superpowers. The superpowers are both a good and a bad thing for him, and that is the catalyst for change in his life. So you have a catalyst in your book that changes everything for your character. For your writing exercise, you can fill it out on the master character plan, but then I would like you to write a paragraph or 2 showing this event happening. If you were writing Shazam, for instance, then you would show the moment when he gets his powers and it's all like, ooh, wow, what's going on with me? My husband and I have been watching Invasion and the whole first couple episodes is about these characters in their ordinary world, and immediately the trouble starts when the aliens start invading, and at first they don't know what's going on, but it changes everything. The most important thing to know, and the question you should ask yourself all the time, is what is the impact? Impact is what creates emotional wounds, and those are the things that will create a really deep character. For more on this, come back for part 2 where we're going to get really deep into the character and show you how to work this in with your plot. Don't forget to hit subscribe because we've got lots more videos like this coming, and I will see you on the other side of the page.